Well, look at this, a fabulous piece of automotive design from the early 60s, the Vespa GS 160. Tell us all about your bike.
Well, the Vespa GS itself was introduced in 1955 and it was designed as a sporting scooter for the enthusiast, and it kept going until the mid-1960s. This is a 1962 model.
Scooters came out of Italy originally, didn't they? It was Enrico Piaggio who wanted to create a form of transport that was affordable and stylish just after the war.
Sure.
And he handed over the development to an aircraft engineer, didn't he? Tell us about that.
Right, yes, well his chief engineer and Piaggio were primarily an aircraft company, but of course after the war they weren't allowed to make bombers and things. So he gave it to Conrado Descagno was the guy's name, and Descagno didn't really like motorcycles, thought they were dirty, greasy, and he thought most of the population who weren't enthusiasts would want something that was more like a car or even an aircraft. So effectively what he did was design a two-wheeled car along aircraft principles.
And the great thing about the scooter's design itself is that the bodywork is very protective, so
indeed, yes.
It allows you to go out in your best clothes, your best suit, and arrive at your destination looking impeccable, which would be very important to the Italians, I'm sure.
Very much so, and it's particularly important because it was designed from the outset to be equally attractive to women who wanted to ride them as well.
The scooter scene is very active still today, isn't it? You're
indeed. Well, I'm a member of, in fact I'm chairman of Brighton Vespa Club, which is part of the Vespa Club of Britain, and we go to many events throughout the year, either little events in and around Brighton or nationally.
A big part of the scooter culture is the personalisation of the machines, and you see lots of scooters with dozens of mirrors and sports exhausts. And I see that yours has got the what's known as jag lights.
These are called jag lights because from the profile they look vaguely like the lights of the Mark II Jaguar, only vaguely I have to say. But these are a period accessory and they're one that's particularly popular, and these are worth in fact something like £500.
Yeah, 500 quid for the pair.
Seems a lot, and they're not even wired in, they're just for show.
So what do you think it would have cost in 1962 to buy this bike new?
This would have cost something like £180, something along those lines.
And you presumably have a fair idea what it's worth today?
You would pay something like £3,500 to £4,000 for this. At an auction I have seen one go for as much as £6,000.
Yeah,
and that Bretters is the same.
And of course in Brighton in the 60s the whole scooter scene was integral to the mods and rockers era.
Indeed, Brighton and other South Coast resorts, to be fair, but Brighton has captured the public imagination. I think it's probably Madeira Drive and the pier and all those images.
Would you have ever been seen battling with the greasers on the seafront?
Me? No, well I wasn't really old enough to ride a scooter till the beginning of 1968, so I might have seen them with my parents and my bucket and spade, but I got a clip round the ear if I tried to join in, so there you go.
What have we got in this bag of tricks? Let's have a, oh boy.
A whole lot.
Oh, the